All right, first and foremost, I'm going to start off by saying Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai, Koholah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And with that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. Lord's willing, it'll be edifying. And as usual, I'm going to go in the Rakah Kwadash. And shouldn't be long. I just got a couple scriptures that I'm going to go into. But pretty much just an update on the coronavirus, pretty much. This thing is getting more and more serious day by day, you know. But as because we're in them times, like we keep telling you, all right. Yahweh Shai is visiting this place, all right. You know, one of the ways that he said he was going to visit this place was with pestilence, all right. You know, earthquakes, you know, and so on and so forth. Okay, you know, we're a broken record, all right. And for the record, today's date is January 30th, 2020, the year of prophecy, all right. And let me hit the scriptures first, and then I'll play the videos. All right. Um, let's see where do I want to start? Uh, let me start with Luke. This is Luke chapter 18, verse 1. And he spake a parable. This is Yahushua speaking. All right. It says, and he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. Okay. All right, so I brought that out just to you know, we know by now, you know, because I do my videos like I always say for the sincere Akim, all right, and a few Aqua, the few sisters that are out there listening and learning, all right. But yeah, in these times especially, the only thing that's going to protect you is that hedge, like we talk about, that Thawa, all right, that mark that for being exempt from judgment, all right. And we gotta pray and pray in these times, man. Pray, fast, repent, you know, and not faint. Don't get weary, all right? You know, seek the Lord 10 times more, you know, all right? You know, you're not bugging him. Pray, pray, pray. Pray for the elect. Pray for yourself. Pray for guidance. Pray, you know, pray for strength, all right? Pray to endure, okay? Pray for endurance, all right? Because like we always say, this is a marathon, not a sprint, okay? All right. So that's pretty much what I want to do because this is only the beginning, man. This is only beginning. It's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better. All right. You're gonna see a lot of calamities fall upon this place, man. Okay. You know, great tribulation is about to befall this place. All right. All right. And prayer, fasting. All right. And those names, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Those names are very important. Okay. All right. So anyway, this is Philippians. This is Philippians 2 and 12. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." Okay, now is the time, man, to repent and to tighten up, man, and get serious, man. All right, you know. Okay, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, all right? Each man has their own talent, has their own gifts, have their own ability, all right? You see? And now is the time to push. You know, we're at that last hoorah of that race, man, okay? We can see the finish line, okay? If you measuring the time diligently, okay? It says, "For it is Yahweh which worketh in you both to will and to do of." It says, my bad, I'm going to start at 12 again. Philippians 2 and 12. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence." Okay, because we might get separated in them times, man. Okay, because we're coming up into the times where, as we always say, they're gonna persecute the men of the Lord. They're gonna demonize us. Okay, there's gonna be a famine of the word. Okay, we're gonna be as pilgrims upon the earth. Okay, as it says in what, Second Ezra, I can't remember what chapter. He said it's either 15 or 16. I believe it's 16, chapter 16. It says that a man shall desire to see another man's face, or hear another man's voice. Okay, we coming into them times, all right. Persecution, okay. Jacob's trouble, okay. So it says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For it is Yahweh which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. All right? And I'm going to read this one, and we'll play the videos, and I'll close it out. I'm not making this video too long, all right? So it says, where do I want to start? Okay, this is Luke. I'm going to start at Luke chapter 17, verse 20. It says, and when he was demanded of the Pharisees, when the kingdom of Yahweh should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of Yahweh cometh not with observation, neither shall they say, lo here, or lo there. For behold, the kingdom of Yahweh is within you. And I wanted to bring this out because, like I said, you got to work out your own salvation, all right? The kingdom of heaven starts with you. Okay, we are New Jerusalem, because Jerusalem is a people before a place. All right. Okay, we are those men, Lord's willing, and those women. Not the women. The women ain't gonna get crowns. Okay, but they're gonna make it also. But but Lord's willing, like I said, I'm concerned with the men. All right, we are those men that are gonna get that crown, Lord's willing. All right, keep pushing, man. Don't let nobody take your crown. We close. We right there. You can see it. The prophecies are screaming. All right. Okay. Okay. We measuring the time diligently. All right. But like I said, things are gonna get much worse. Okay. Things are gonna get worse before they get better. All right. So it says, and when he was demanded of the Pharisees when the kingdom of Yahweh should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of Yahweh cometh not with observation, neither shall they say, lo here, or lo there. For behold, the kingdom of Yahweh is within you. Like I said, it starts with you, okay? You got to work out your own salvation. Repent, okay? Repent. Give diligence to make your calling and election sure, okay? It says, then he said unto the disciples, the days will come when ye shall desire to see one of the days of the Son of Man, and ye shall not see it. Okay? Hey, and that prophecy, hey, that's prophecy. That's now. Okay, we're hastening his coming now, but also that reminds me of the year 2000 prophecy. Okay? All right? It says, and he said unto the disciples, the days will come when ye shall desire to see one of the days of the Son of Man, and ye shall not see it. Yeah, and they were desiring to see Yahushua in the year 2000. Okay, he said it wasn't going to come. Okay, it says, and they shall say to you, see here or see there, go not after them, nor follow them. It says, for as a lightning that lighteneth, however you say that, out of the part, out of the one part under heaven, shineth unto the other part of Salaki. It says, for as a lightning that lighteneth out of the one part under heaven, shineth unto the other part under heaven, so also shall the Son of Man be in his day. Meaning that, like he said, every eye is going to see him, even them that pierced him. All right, everybody's going to know when Yahushua returns. Okay, all right. And like I said, he said, it's going to be fires already going to be kindled. All right. So it's already going to be a war and all type of hell and calamity befallen upon the earth before Yahushua returns. All right. He's going to come right when the missiles is about to crack the skies. Right when the missiles is about to hit, then you're going to see the chariots. Okay. And every eye is going to see him. All right. All right. Coming in that spectacular formation. Okay. That attack formation. All right. So it says, but first must he suffer many things and be rejected of this generation. It says, and 2/3 right now are rejected him. All right, we're in them times. All right, only the elect are gonna believe. All right, only the elect are gonna get saved in this current go around. 2/3 are gonna experience death by pain. All right. All right, and we in them times. It says, and as it was in the days of Noe, or which it means Noah. Okay, it says, and as it was in the days of Noe or Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. All right, they did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noe or Noah entered into the ark, and they're the same thing. All right. And that new ark is going to be them chariots, okay? All right? It says, until the day that Noah entered into the ark and the flood came. And the second flood, the second death is that lake of fire, those intercontinental ballistic missiles, and destroyed them all. Okay, that's the second death. It says, like also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. Okay? So like I said, he's going to come right when the missiles is about to crack the sky. It says we're going to get chained, we're going to get beamed up, get caught up in the wind in the clouds with Yahweh in the twinkling of an eye, and we shall all be changed. All right, we're gonna get them new bodies. All right. But anyway, like I said, I didn't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to play this right here real quick. Like I said, you can see as of the new thing right now. Like I said, coronavirus, 7,000 people on lockdown on the cruise ship after Chinese couple fall ill. Okay. All right, so you can see this thing is getting worse. Okay, it's much worse, as you're gonna find out in this video from BBC. Okay, this is from the BBC News, January 29th, 2020, the year of prophecy. Okay, you can look live right now as I'm speaking. This one says 7,000. This says 6,000 off of RT. It says live right now. Ship containing over 6,000 people blocked in Italy. Okay, over suspicion of coronavirus. All right. So, hey, we in them times, man. Hey, pray and not faint. All right. Repent. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right. Work out your own salvation. All right. You see? Oh, and he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not faint. All right. All right. You got to keep pushing till the end. Be thou faithful unto death. All right. And he will give thee a crown of life, a crown of glory, or however. I probably butchered it. Salakia. Anyway, I'm going to play this and I'm out of here.
Well, China's coronavirus continues to spread. Authorities are saying the outbreak could peak in 10 days. There have now been 132 deaths, close to 6,000 cases, and 16 countries outside China have confirmed cases. As you can see from this graph, the number of cases has spiked over the past.
Salakia, I didn't even read the title from the video. Salakia. It says coronavirus. Death toll rises as virus spread to every Chinese region. Which I already told you that. We could already see that was going to happen. It's all over China. That's why they're shutting down the borders, like Mongolia. A lot of the neighboring countries are shutting down the border to China. All right, you see. So hey, we in them times, man, and it's already out. It can't be contained. Okay, you see. We in them times. Repent. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right. Work out your own salvation, man. All right, with fear and trembling. All right. Everybody's not a prophet, but hey, if you can understand these scriptures, if you could see it, you could see what Yahweh Shai supping with you. Hey, do the work, man. Feed the sheep. All right. Don't be that sluggard. Don't be that napkin niggard. Okay. Warn the sheep. Okay. That way you'll be protected in them times. Okay.
Well, China's coronavirus continues to spread. Authorities are saying the outbreak could peak in 10 days. There have now been 132 deaths, close to 6,000 cases, and 16 countries outside China have confirmed cases. As you can see from this graph, the number of cases has spiked over the past week, and the city of Wuhan continues to be at the center of the outbreak. The authorities are telling residents not to travel anywhere. And this is the situation in which some of those residents are living. Completely deserted streets.
So basically, You hear what I'm saying? Basically, China is on lockdown. Basically, it's martial law in China. Okay? Wow, that's serious. That's serious. Wow, a whole country. Wow.
Well, China's coronavirus continues to spread. Authorities are saying the outbreak could peak in 10 days. There have now been 132 deaths, close to 6,000 cases, and 16 countries outside China have confirmed cases. As you can see from this graph, the number of cases has spiked over the past week, and the city of Wuhan continues to be at the center of the outbreak. The authorities are telling residents not to travel anywhere. And this is the situation in which some of those residents are living. Completely deserted streets, as you can see, because people are not only being told not to leave the city, they're being told not to leave their homes. Also in Wuhan, this has been happening. 2 new hospitals are being built, especially for coronavirus patients. The first...
Okay, they're saying that Wuhan is, okay, yeah, which we already knew that. I thought they were saying the whole China was on lockdown. Slovakia. Okay, I misunderstood. Yeah, we in them times though, man. It's serious. Deadly
has
stuff.
over 1,000 beds, and we're told it will be finished within a week.
We already know about this.
You can also see conditions inside one of the existing hospitals in Wuhan. Dozens of patients have to queue for checks. New patients are arriving all the time, and you can see everyone is wearing face masks. Some medical staff wearing full body suits as well. And then this is in Hong Kong, where people have been queuing for a huge amount of time to buy face masks because there's a citywide shortage of them.
And these people in Babylon the Great are, like I said, in the days of Noah. They're still oblivious. They're still in La La Land, okay? All right? That's why Yahweh Shai is going to catch you people as a thief in the night. All right? You're still scoffing and scorning and, doing whatever the hell it is you're doing. All right? Okay? He's going to, as in the days of Noah, man. All right? They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage, okay? And they're going to do that all the way through the race wars and they're still going to be carrying on, man, all right? They're not going to repent, okay? They're not going to repent, okay? All the way up to the missiles, man. They're not going to repent.
As we have done every day since this crisis began, the Chinese authorities have been briefing us.
We are now in a critical period of the prevention of this epidemic. We need to control the potential source of the virus.
Well, the BBC's Stephen McDonnell has just been to Hubei province to report. He's back in Beijing, where he's based, and this is his latest update.
Everybody who's been in Hubei province is expected to stay away from their workplace for 2 weeks, and so that's what I'm doing, as others are. It's just that the authorities are taking more and more strict precautions when you go into buildings. I mean, I'm back in Beijing now. You go into buildings, you're having your temperature checked, whether it be an office building or a building where people live with flats. The streets are very quiet in the Chinese capital. I mean, it's normally kind of quiet for the Spring Festival, but it's very quiet. People are not walking around.
The mirth is going out of the land. Call a lawyer out, but you'll be outside. Oh,
and
man.
They don't want to leave their homes if they don't have to for risk of being
infected. This is coming to Babylon the Great, man, okay? All right? The virgin daughter of Babylon, okay? All right? You think you people are so prideful. This is Moab was proud also, man, okay? I can't wait. Call her lawyer. How about you, Shai? We almost out of here, man.
Affected. There's an interesting comparison with SARS. So people on social media are plotting the trajectory of this coronavirus with the SARS outbreak in 2002. Now, it seems that this is a much more infectious virus.
Well, we've heard the update of the Chinese authorities. Next, let's hear from the World Health Organization.
The whole world needs to be on alert now. The whole world needs to take action and be ready.
Okay. You heard it straight from Dr. Michael Ryan, okay? One more time, okay?
The World Health Organization.
The whole world needs to be on alert now. The whole world needs to take action and be ready for any cases that come, either from the original epicenter or from other epicenters that become established.
So the virus continues to spread, but there has been a breakthrough. Scientists in Australia have recreated this new coronavirus, and that may help efforts to diagnose.
And that lets you know that like the dude from AMTV are saying, and also these other people are saying it's a man-made virus. Okay, it's biological warfare. Okay, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Talking about they recreated it, and they probably have the cure for it. All right. All right, it's all part of that population control, order out of chaos, and it very well could lead to the mandatory implementation of the RFID microchip. Man, okay, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices because we know he has an agenda. Okay, all right, but I tell you this: release them all, Esau, Edom. We're ready. Do your thing, man. Declare martial law. Do what you got to do, man. Stop what you waiting on. Because as soon as you make a move, Yahweh Shai is going to move on you. Okay? You in a trick bag. All right? He set the bounds what you can't pass, as it said in Job. All right? You at the end. You at the end of your empire. You red Hebrew Edomite. You're through. Okay? All right? You wicked elites. Amalekites. Okay? You damn Rothschilds, Gettys, Vanderbilts, DuPonts. What's the other one? So many of them, all right? Damn devils.
But there has been a breakthrough. Scientists in Australia have
They do this,
recreated
man.
this new
They do this type
coronavirus.
of wickedness, man. Hey, the Georgia Guidestones tell you that they got to keep the population in a perpetual balance, man. What 500? I forget how much it is. 500 million or something like that in perpetual balance. Okay. This is population control, man. They predictive programming, okay? All these damn outbreak movies and Contagion and all these damn movies. What's the other one? You know them, all right? They've been showed you this, man. Just like they've been showing you in their movies that they're gonna chip you, man. All right? Black Mirror, they're showing you what they're planning for you, man. But you people are asleep, man. Okay, as in the days of Noah. He warned the people forever, but they didn't want to listen, and they're not listening now. Okay, you're not gonna repent. All right. You think it's a game. You think it's not gonna happen. You think we're crazy. Okay. Hey, but it's hey, as it says in Wisdom of Solomon, the strangeness of our salvation. Okay.
And that may help efforts to diagnose and treat it. Here's the head of the team behind that work.
This step makes it possible for a lot of things to move forward that have been.
See, they created this shit, man. They talk about they recreated it. They created this shit. They created it. They created a damn virus. Okay? Damn devils.
Organization.
The whole world needs to be on alert now. The whole world needs
that
to
man
take
of sin
action.
is being revealed. The whole world needs to be on alert. All right? They had to come and falling away first, which was 70 AD, when we lost our heritage. You damn red Hebrew Edomites, the Romans, sacked us in Jerusalem, okay? And we fled in the west coast of Africa, okay? Primarily, okay? But we were scattered before that, okay? All right? But like I said, that we fell away, we discontinued from our heritage, but now that man of sin is being revealed, all right? And your skirt's being lifted, you're being exposed, man. Damn demons.
Update of the Chinese authorities. Next, let's hear from the World Health Organization.
The whole world needs to be on alert now. The whole world needs to take action and be ready for any cases that come, either from the original epicenter or from other epicenters that become established.
And the whole world is going to take action because the whole world is mad. The nations are mad, man. Okay, that's why they're going to rain missiles on this damn place. Okay, they're going to get tired of your bullshit. We know you did it, you damn demons. Okay, they said in Contagion. I got to go rewatch that movie Contagion. The Akim are saying in Contagion that they showed you that the virus, they've been showed you that the virus came out of Washington or some shit. And these devils always show you, man. Okay, in the South Park, they showed you the damn virus. Okay, damn, was it the South Park or the Simpsons? I think it was the Simpsons. They showed you that the virus came from China. Okay, The flu epidemic, man. Damn. I got one more time. Slovakia.
Next, let's hear from the World Health Organization.
The whole world needs to be on alert now. The whole world needs to take action and be ready for any cases that come, either from the original epicenter or from other epicenters that become established.
So the virus continues to spread, but there has been a breakthrough. Scientists in Australia...
Other epicenters that may become established. Wow. Wow. Damn.
Australia have recreated this new coronavirus, and that may help efforts to diagnose and treat it. Here's the head of the team behind that work.
This step makes it possible for a lot of things to move forward that have been delayed, and we're just delighted to have been able to fill that gap in the space between 2 a.m.
Think about this. They said the virus, they thought, right? They've never seen this virus before, right? And this, that, and the third. And they thought it mutated from, it jumped from a fucking bat to a snake, or a snake to a bat to people, right? So it had bat DNA, snake DNA, and all this type of shit. And it was, mutated this, that, and the third, right? But all of a sudden now, they could recreate the shit, right? The fuck out of here. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices.
That may help efforts to diagnose and treat it. Here's the head of the team behind that work.
This step makes it possible for a lot of things to move forward that have been delayed, and we're just delighted to have been able to fill that gap in the space between 2 a.m. Saturday morning, when the first case was diagnosed in Australia, and Monday, when we believe we had the virus growing in culture.
Well, hundreds of British citizens are being flown back to the UK from Wuhan on Thursday. Here's our health editor, Hugh Pym, saying it's understood that British passengers joining the flight from Wuhan will be required to sign a contract committing them to a 14-day quarantine period on their arrival, and it's believed they'll have to stay in a British military facility. A number of other countries are also evacuating their citizens. For example, these pictures show a sum of over 200 Japanese citizens who have arrived back in Tokyo. Medics carried out checks on board and at the airport, but no mandatory quarantine is planned there. And we know over 200 Americans, including diplomats and their families, have been evacuated from Wuhan. And then
oh yeah, I gotta give it to Salakia, General Gahana, Salakia. General Yohana, he brought out a point that I forgot about. You got a lot of these, especially on California, like the Silicon Valley on the West Coast, Cali. You got a lot of Americans that go back and forth to China over there. Not just Chinese people, but a lot of Americans that work in that technology industry over there that go back and forth to China. So on the West Coast, for sure, y'all gonna get it for sure in Cali. San Francisco, the Bay Area over there, a lot of them Edomites go back and forth over there. A lot travel back and forth. And like I said, they knew about the virus since like November or December before they started quarantining people. So that a lot of them people have it, man. That shit is definitely in America. All right, much more than it has to be more than they telling you, than they warning the people. Okay, that shit is over here, especially in the West Coast. A lot of them, like General Yohana said, I got to give it to him on that one. That was a good point, good observation. Okay, a lot of them do come back and forth over there.
Now going to travel to California, where they'll be quarantined at the...
Speaking of Cali, wow, see? Call lawyer, how about you, how shy? I didn't even watch this video yet. I'm watching it live with y'all. But yeah, Cali definitely, when I was thinking about it, a lot of them gooks, not Salaki, not a lot of them a lot of them people in Silicon Valley, especially them Edomites in that tech industry, love to go over there to, with that 5G Huawei and all that, Google and all that shit. They always going over there to China back and forth, okay?
And there, and
not to mention on a plane, you traveling back and forth on a plane. That's a long flight, right? In that recycled air, they say it's airborne. You in a plane with that air being recycled over and over. All them people on that plane damn near infected, okay? All them flights, coming out of China, all them people on them planes is infected. Some people are gonna be more resistant and resilient to it, but nonetheless, it's gonna spread, okay?
You know, over 200 Americans, including diplomats and their families, have been evacuated from Wuhan, and they're now going to travel to California, where they'll be quarantined at the March Air Reserve Base. I've been speaking to the BBC's Sophie Long in Los Angeles about this.
Well, we don't know exactly how long they will stay there at the moment. We know that they will be housed there for what people are saying a period of time. That could be a couple of days or a couple of weeks. Now, that plane, US government charter plane, left China just before dawn local time. It went via Anchorage in Alaska. So they were screened twice before leaving China. They underwent 2 more screenings in Alaska.
But you can have the disease for 10 to 14 days without showing symptoms. So it's irrelevant. That's why they said it. Wow. Anyway, I'm gonna shut it down. It's already 30 minutes, a lot longer than I wanted it to be. Salakia, hey, like I say, man, we in them times, we close, man. Pray, fast, repent, sincerely. Don't be half-assed, man. You know you're gonna go off, but hey, try not be for real. Try to go hard, man. Have that Mamba, Salakia, have that Mamba mentality towards Yahweh Shai. Like how Kobe went hard, for his Esau Edom, his masters, to entertain you people. Okay, you see, have that same mentality towards Yahweh Shai. Okay, you see, you got to be on fire. All right, push. All right. Anyway, like I always say, we almost out of here. Shalom. Wa abad babal.